on, guys? Welcome back to the Training channel. I am your host, the average AK enjoyer that your mom said that we have at home. Today we're going to be discussing the practical accuracy at range between an AK versus AR. This video has been done a million times on the internet, and today we're going to shoot this freshly painted steel target at 120 meters with both an AR, Big Will's AR. He's next door shooting, zeroing that weapon. I'll be shooting a M70 Yugo, okay? You've seen it on the channel before. It's got some upgrades to it, but no big deal. Guys, today's video is just fun. At the end of the day, what you're gonna notice, and I'm just gonna go ahead and guess, the accuracy is gonna be very similar, and it's gonna come down to the actual end user behind the weapon and not whatever equipment, because at the end of the day they're both modern carbines, and you know, they're shooting very somewhat similar projectiles. Yes, the 7.62-39 is a heavier projectile, but at the range we're going to be shooting today, it's not going to have that much of a difference as far as MOA at 120 meters. Guys, let me know down below what your thoughts are going into this video. Since it's 100 million degrees out here, post your favorite put a fire emoji down below. If you want to support the channel and be the algorithm gods, put a fire emoji. And the drink for the video is going to be water. We got all our high-speed Fallout stickers on here, okay? War never changes. So if you want to support the channel, put a fire emoji down in the comments down below, okay? Because it is 100 million degrees out here in the desert of Arrakis. Cheers, guys. Reminder, $5 a month for the Patreon if you want to keep the channel alive. It gets you access to the Discord server to find buddies to train with and to game with. If you can't afford that, just leave the fire emoji, guys. You're still helping out the channel. Last but not least, PSA. If you need bulk ammo for your 7.62-39 or your 5.56, check out the link down below for Palmetto State Armory to get some good products. We are on the range today, guys, and we don't have the audio equipment that we normally have, so bear with any gunfire you hear in the background. All right, I'm gonna go back to 120 meters. We're gonna do groups. We're gonna do groups of 10, come down and show you what the difference is, as I almost get killed by a bug, what the difference is between the AR and the AK at 120 meters. Stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, here we go. First 10 rounds. We're just shooting some standard, just steel case, you know, typical bulk, you know, Russian crappy ammo. With the M70 here at about 120. All right, here we go. One miss, that was me. That was the left shoulder. Go down range and check it out, guys. Here we go. First 10 rounds. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, all in a little bit smaller than the size of my hand. I guess we have one up here. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll paint it up. We'll shoot a few more groups. Waiting on Big Will to kind of zero his weapon next door, and then we'll shoot 2 more groups and keep it going here. It is a hot one, guys. It's a hot day today. All right, let's do 10 more rounds with the M70 on this target. I'm gonna hold dead center. Indicator, steel target fell down. We're gonna go down range, fix the target, and check it out. Great, it's 110 degrees out here, literally. You gotta stay on top of your hydration. All right, guys, here's the second group with the AK. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like 9, 10. Okay, 10 rounds. 3 flyers to the left, all the rest right here. Right at the neck, guys. All right, let's go back. Give him 10 more. Gun's shooting really good. Everything's going pretty good so far. All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna do 10 more rounds. We're doing everything from the standing because it's already hot and miserable enough. I don't feel like getting up and down in the dirt for y'all today. We do have a muzzle device that's pretty sweet on this thing. All right, here we go. We're going hot. Some of these mags are bolt hold open like that, guys, but it just makes it harder for it to get out. We are rocking a Smurf rig today. Pretty sweet setup here. Of course, all these magazines are 20 round magazines, YouTube. Give you guys a little bit different angle here. All right. Weapon's clear. Weapon on safe. Let's go down range and check it out. You know what really is wild though? I have the most fun out on the range, I think, shooting with the AK platform. It's more of a thump than a bang every time, and the round hits with some authority. I'm really having a good time out here shooting the M70, even though it's a bazillion degrees out here. Let's check out the group. Here we go, so you guys can see that group. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basically, we're looking at most of them impacting upper chest here near the shoulder. All right, guys, so what we can see here, what we've seen so far today, bear with the dirt, this thing just took a dive. But what we've seen is the AK is plenty accurate. It's gonna come down to the actual end user, the actual rifleman behind the weapon. Two administrative notes about the AK platform. Okay, if you're running a Smurf rig, you wanna keep your front left pouch, if you're right-handed, your front left pouch topped off with magazines. Always continuously rotate magazines to that front left pouch, because that's where you're gonna actually have to load from in any sort of emergency situation. Take my helmet off, it is a million degrees out here, guys. Okay, so always, if you're running a Smurf rig, keep the magazines rotate over to that front left side. Also, if you're running any sort of AK pattern weapon that is chambered at 7.62x39, you're gonna want a foregrip, some sort of vertical foregrip, because these things do get incredibly hot. So you're gonna need something to be able to actually grab onto the weapon as it heats up, guys. And they do heat up after about 2 to 3 magazines. All right, guys, or wear gloves. It's up to you. All right, take a look at this. We're gonna go back. We're gonna keep shooting it and keep doing some PT out here on the range. We're gonna shoot this round that's out in the chamber out of here real quick. Okay, we are clear and safe. Guys, desperate times call for desperate measures out here. This weapon is getting hot. We put about 8 magazines through it so far. We're just gonna give her a little bit of love. Keep her happy here. All right, guys, now that we have cooled her off a little bit, let's warm her back up with a few rounds, see how much water comes off of this freaking thing. All right, let's see. There you go. She's nice and happy now.
All right, what's up, guys? It's Big Will here with Trench Grenade. Today we're gonna be doing a little bit of AK versus AR accuracy. So this is gonna be very, very interesting. I'm back, finally. Been on a little hiatus, but ready to get back out here and get after it. What you guys say for?
So do you think the, what do you run, a 14.5? What do you think the 14.5 is gonna be more accurate than a 16-inch AK?
That's really hard to say. I mean, by default, you would think longer barrel would be more accurate, but I guess we'll see.
We are talking about 7.62 versus 5.56 though,
Yep.
too. But at this range, it shouldn't make too much of a difference based on caliber. At 300 and plus, yeah, you're gonna see benefits of 5.56, but at this range, we shouldn't see too much difference. It's more gonna be just comparing the two different weapon types. Guys, he is shooting a, clear here. He is shooting a LPVO, okay? 6 hours new LPVO on a 14.5 compared to the red dot, but it really shouldn't matter because, you know, he can shoot at whatever magnification. Yeah, he's gonna be able to see the target better, but you know, fundamentals are still gonna go into it. Same thing shooting red dot versus ACOG or whatever. So, okay, well, you ready to shoot?
Yeah.
I've been shooting for a minute.
I know.
You already know. I'll edit this in the beginning, but to this point, guys, I've already put like 8 mags. I just put water all over the gun for them because it was getting too hot. But Will's all fresh. He was over there in the shade, zeroing. So, all right, you ready to shoot?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. All right, guys, so this is the last group of AK. Shooting all over the place on this last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 of the last rounds, okay? So memorize it. You saw the paint can and the opener get blown up, so we're gonna have to switch to tan. But he's shooting an LPVO, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. He should be able to shoot just fine. All right, so we'll just leave the rest of it that way. All right, we're gonna put this over here. All right, guys, so he is shooting an LPVO, I'm shooting a red dot, but like we said, at the end of the day, we're gonna see if it really matters at this type of range, and then how much the actual caliber itself plays a difference, as well as barrel length. My prediction is it's gonna be super similar, so you'll have to go kind of to the beginning of the video and then to the end of the video to compare the groups, but most of you are gonna remember what it looked like anyway. Okay, you ready to get back there? It's like a walking a million times back and forth. Not 20 rounds. All right, guys, you're gonna have to factor this group in half. All right, so let's talk about that. So we had a malfunction on his first 20 rounds, and before everyone gets down in the comments and says, oh, ARs aren't reliable, no, I guarantee you that's something with his bolt carrier group or something that failed. So bottom line, you have to actually use your weapon, okay? You have to actually get out here and use it, because that could have happened to anyone's AR, anyone's AK, but that's why you have to actually get out here and use it. What do you think that was? It looked like a light primer strike.
Yeah, that's probably what it was, to be honest.
So that could mean a lot of things, guys. We'll continue shooting and see if we have any more issues, but all right, let's look at this first group. Okay. All right, guys, so yeah, so what we can see here already, it's a wider dispersion of rounds. Most of mine could be covered by a hand. You'll have to watch it later, I just realized. But you're seeing a wider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, you called it 15. So we're seeing a wider dispersion. So next time, we'll shoot a little tiny bit slower and try to group them all within at least a hand, okay? All right, guys, we're gonna paint this up real quick. Where's our paint? Over there. We'll paint it up. So far, I mean, that's just your first group of the day at 100. But I wanna see that a little bit tighter because the AK had much better groups than that. But that comes down to the shooter, guys. Here we go. That comes down to the actual shooter, not the equipment. Knowing your equipment, knowing your hold. We'll see what this next group looks like, and we'll keep going. We'll do groups of 10 and try to get them within a hand, just like the AK. Anything, you want to say anything?
No.
Okay.
Good.
All right. Well, all right, guys. We're moving up and down
Too
range
hot.
here. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. That was another light primer strike.
Oh yeah.
That one was a light primer strike for sure. That another one? Something's wrong with this firing pin. How many is that?
More.
All right, so we had a couple light primer strikes there. We're gonna keep diagnosing the issue. Guys, what this really comes down to is make sure, like, because he's probably dry fired at home with his weapon. You have to actually shoot the gun, because had we not have come out here and discovered this, that could have happened at home for self-defense, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep looking here. We'll get one of these rounds. Yeah, they're all light primer. See if I can show them here. That's a light primer strike all day right there. Okay, guys, we're gonna go down range and check these out. All right, guys, and this is what we were looking for right here. Still way over 1 MOA, but which within a hand. But yeah, both weapons are over 1 MOA, but that's closer to what we were getting with the AK. But yeah. On you, same thing. Both of us are easily shooting 4 MOA. Okay, light primer strike. All right, let's go down range and check it out. Let's talk to him. So guys, this thing's like holding on for dear life. You see that? She was holding on for dear life, guys. Yeah, we'll look for it in a minute. Hopefully she'll hold for a second. Okay, guys, so what we're seeing is it's the freaking gun operator behind the gun, whatever you want to say. It's the trigger puller behind the gun, guys. That's what it comes down to, because you're shooting the same groups that I'm shooting now. You had a couple flyers, right? But that's a good group, you know. That's, I don't know, we don't have a tape measure, but that's a good group, okay? So the whole AR versus AK thing, what are your thoughts on it? Again, you'll have to go and watch the footage.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch.
But you'll have to take my word for it. The groups are very similar.
Yeah. So yeah, I totally agree with you there. Like, it's all about who's behind that gun.
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah, like it's very close from what I've seen.
yeah, I mean, everyone on the internet gets wrapped up around AK versus AR versus this versus that. Guess what? When it's 100 degrees outside, guess what actually matters? What actually matters is, can you actually perform when it's 1,000,000 degrees outside? We're not even wearing body armor either. You know, we're basically wearing nothing. And it's just 100 degrees and it's just hot, guys. So the whole AR versus AK thing, stop freaking out about it, in my opinion. Just get to the range. If you like 7.62x39, cool. If you like 5.56, cool. It really doesn't matter. Just be able to perform. We got some stuff we got to diagnose with his bolt carrier groove. I'm guessing something's wrong with that firing pin. If you know, post in the comments. Help us out. Yeah, we're gonna go back and shoot a little bit more, guys. But this is gonna kind of wrap up the whole AR versus AK. Again, we had two different sighting systems. He had LPVO, I had a red dot. At the end of the day, that's just helping identify the target. You know what I'm saying? You still got to put the round where you're looking. And we both did that. You know, both AK and the AR performed fine, other than those malfunctions. But that was some sort of light primer that probably just ended up getting another bolt carrier groove and throw it in the gun and try it out. But yeah, guys, let us know what you think below. Reminder, put that fire emoji in the comments because it's 1,000,000 degrees out here, and both of us are about to heat cat. Glad to have Big Will back out here. Expect to see him more in the next couple weeks, and then I'll be going to some training, so everything's going to kind of dwindle down there for a few weeks after that. But Big Will will be visiting on the channel just like he was before. Okay, what else? What are we forgetting to say? Patreon, PSA link, whatever. What would you take, the AK or the AR at the end of the day?
Do I have to choose?
If you had to choose, which one has better vibes? And if you did pick, what would you run on either one? Like if you picked the AR or the AK, what would you run on it?
Honestly, I'd go with the AK.
How would you run it?
Red dot.
Red dot? It is heavy. I will say the gun I'm running out here today, guys, is like freaking 9 pounds or something. It's freaking heavy. But it's fun. I mean, you'll have to watch in the thing, but it thumps it harder than the 5.56. This is more of a ding ding. It's more of a thump, thump. So y'all will be able to see at home in the AC what we're talking about. We're going to go back and hammer this thing some more. Guys, get in the comment section, put your fire emoji. Thanks for being here. And until next time, there's going to be Trench Grenade and Big Will signing out. Cheers.